Welcome back to 41 Today, folks. Concerned citizens and activists Chef Weldon and Pastor David Clark, like many others, want more unity between law enforcement and residents across the nation. They're here to share more about an upcoming event that you may want to participate in. So, fellas, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Unity in the community. Before we get into that, I want to talk about the cause, why you're here. David, you've been doing some different things with the pastors. The pastors have been getting together, and all in hopes just to make sure that law enforcement and citizens remain at peace.
Right. Yes, there was a meeting conducted even as recent as a week ago at the Green Acres Baptist Church. I was unable to attend, but there were several ministers there, along with the mayor of Warner Robins, chief of police, pastors, black, white, business persons, coming together simply to ask, what can we do to ensure that what's happening in Warner Robins continues to prosper and thrive? That we don't want what's happening across the country to happen in Middle Georgia.
In your backyard.
In our backyard, right there in Mulberry. So there have been discussions, text messages, guys talking with one another. So it's a wonderful thing that people are coming together to at least begin having more conversations. More conversation.
Right. And Chef, I mean, you're really involved in the community. You know what it takes to bring people together. You've done it before.
Yes.
What is in your mind, what is the best way to bring a community together?
Well, exactly what we're doing this weekend is very well the unity and community. And like you said, mobilizing in your neighborhoods. That's where we need to start, just mobilizing the neighborhood, and then we're taking out to the community. And like you said, this weekend we have a unity and community, which involves Perry, Warner Robins, and Centerville. So we're going to really be doing a lot there, and we would love for everyone to come out and get a much needed information and kind of like you say, kind of calm the storm, and then we're going to communicate with each other, building bridges. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing this weekend.
I'm curious to know, after some of the recent protests, especially after some people have taken violence and turned it back on police, what do you think about that, Pastor?
It's awful. I mean, it's awful. We need law enforcement. We need it. There's no way a society can thrive without laws and without those laws being enforced. One of the wonderful things that's going to happen this Saturday is that law enforcement is going to be there. That Chief Evans has expressed his concern for law enforcement being present at the Unity and Community Affair, just so that law enforcement and citizens can get to know one another. That communities are more likely to be safe and more likely to thrive when there is a healthy relationship amongst citizens and law enforcement. So this coming Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon presents a wonderful opportunity for law enforcement to come into the community, come in amongst the citizens, and for citizens to express our appreciation for law enforcement, and for law enforcement to say, hey, we are here to serve and to protect.
All right.
Everyone.
Everyone. And Chef, you said that Unity Community, this is actually the first time you guys have really put this together. NAACP is involved, community's involved, and it looks like there is a registration fee, right?
Right, that's for the 5K run. We're going to do 5K run starting at 6 o'clock. Thanks to our President, Rutha Jackson, is our president of the Houston County branch. Thanks to her that she was thinking like being proactive instead of just reacting, which was really great for her to be thinking along those lines when the things started happening, that we was already on board to try and do something to bridge those gaps between the community and our law enforcement. Also, we also doing with our firefighters. We're going to be doing tug of wars, and with the kids being involved with the police officer. Here again, they're coming out of Centerville, Perry, and Warner Robins. So,
everywhere. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for telling us about this.
Thank you
really
for the
appreciate
opportunity.
It.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And we'll post all this information for you on our website. Just check out 41NBC.com right after this broadcast. Stay with us. We'll be right back.